What is going on, everybody? My name's Jacob Forster. Welcome back to Frog Detective 3. We've got our little hourglass. We've got the Frog Detective himself, and we're back for Frog Detective 3 Corruption at Cowboy County. Let's jump into this silly case and the silly story, see where it takes us, and I gotta figure out some voices here. Of course it starts with Mary. Hey, it's Mary. Remember me? I know it's been a while, so I thought I'd give you a quick recap. After the detective, that's you, solved the case of the invisible wizard, a mysterious phone call came in. Well, it wasn't that mysterious. It was the supervisor, as usual. But the contents of the phone call were mysterious, you know? She's the one who was saying all the time. Okay, so let's set the scene. I'm a good actress. It'll be exactly like what happened. Oh, we're just jumping straight into it. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that party time. Interact with left click. Okay. Oh, we got a dog here. Hello? My stickers. They're all intact. Just like before. Hello, who is it? Oh, Frog Detective. Oh my gosh. Hey, it's me, the Detective Frog. Hey, gorgeous, I'm the supervisor. I'm kind of like your boss, but not officially. Oh my gosh, I know. It's so hard to describe our professional relationship, but you're like a helper of sorts. Yes, exactly, like a manager almost. Yeah. Okay, so I have a new mystery for you. Can you even believe it? Yes, haha, it's my job to solve mysteries. Haha, obviously, I was being dramatic. Classic supervisor. Okay, so what's the case about, babe? I love your enthusiasm, but it's actually really sensitive, so I can't tell you on the phone. Ah, boo. I know. Bummer. Makes it so much more exciting, though. For sure. Yeah. Can you do me a huge favor, lovely? What? Grab your magnifying glass next to the door and head to the train station. There's a ticket for you there, and it'll take you on a little trip. Cute. Okay. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, love. Later. My magnifying glass. There it is. Yes. Frog Detective, question mark? Sick. Now I can solve the case. I'm the Frog Detective. We got our magnifying glass. Incredible. I should probably take my journal. Oh, I know how to look through my magnifying glass. Oh yeah, that's a good dog. That's a good doggy right there. Can I take my journal? No? Okay, guess we gotta leave. Okay, so the detective heads to the train station. It's all so cool. Like there's a new color scheme and stuff. But can you believe it? Someone literally takes the detective's notebook. It's so messed up. Actual tears in my eyes. Seriously. I don't think the detective knows about the stolen notebook yet. So, you're actually up to date now. Please, if you could leave a review of my acting skills, I'd super appreciate it. Okay, enjoy the case. Because she's off to Hollywood now. Or sorry, Froggywood? Is that what it's called? We have Cowboy Boots now? Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Boom, boom. Oh, yes. The worm conductor. Yeah. Now we just need to find the perfect fitting hat for little old Frog Detective. No, come back, little frog, come back! Or worm, not a frog. Oh. A scooter? A razor scooter? And who might be calling here? I wonder. Hello, this is Frog Detective from Frog Detective Crime Solving Agency speaking. How may I help you? Why did you answer the phone like that? What's that supposed to mean, Supervisor? This is a random phone on the street. Why did you assume it's ringing for you? I'm the only one here. You don't think it's a little weird? Not really. You're the one making a phone call to a random phone. Because I knew you'd be there. Now, who's the weird one? Regardless, I'm glad you picked up. I'm sure you're curious about this mystery. I sure am. Give me the details, please. I cannot. Someone may be listening. What? Who? I saw on the internet that it's possible for strangers to listen to phone calls. Who said that? My cousin wrote all about it on his blog. Okay. Well, if you're not going to tell me the details, why did you call? I have a special surprise for you. Huh? As you know, the terrain of Cowboy County is vast and rough. I've ordered something special from the Whiz Bay to help you get around. Is it a horse? No, it's the scooter. What? No. Why would you say that? It's a cowboy town. What do you mean? Cowboys ride horses. Are you being serious? Horses are valued members of society. It would be demeaning to ride them around. It's messed up that you would even say that. Right. Sorry. I just got confused. Don't worry about it. What did you order then? A scooter, of course. Sick! Should be next to you in the phone booth. Bold choice to have it shipped to a public phone booth. Please stop questioning my choices. Anyway, when you're ready, pick up the scooter and get some practice in. Lobster Cop arrived early and will be waiting for you at the town. Just follow the path to meet him. Have fun. I hope you have fun too. I will. All right, see ya. Yo, we get a scooter? Gonna get scoot on around here. My very own scooter. Sick. We got a scooter. Very cool. How are we gonna use a scooter, I wonder? Hop on with left shift. Let's go! Whee! Incredible! Oh, amazing. Amazing. Where does this... Excuse me, I see nothing on the sign. Where am I actually supposed to go? Well, it's scooter time, baby! Oh. Loading? Oh, yeah. I'm loving these games. I'm loving these games so much. I've been reading the comments on the first video now at this point, and I appreciate how everybody enjoyed my voices that I was doing for all these characters. Everyone really liked the dab, too. Lobster Cop. Can't believe we get to interact with Lobster Cop more. Susie Rabbit. Okay. Sherman and the Bandits. And Frog Detective, of course, of course. Plus a special guest. This is the one who was always creeping around in the other two games that I never actually saw. Like, we just saw him for a brief moment. The scooter. So good. Frog Detective 3. Corruption at Cowboy County. The music, so good. I gotta get some yeehaw twang in here for these voices. It's gonna be good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's go time. Oh! Yo, we can do some sick tricks. Is this Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5? Let's go! I don't know what to do, but I'm enjoying just scootering around. Oh. Lobster Cop? I didn't know I was going over here. Hi. Hey, Lobster Cop. I'm here to solve the mystery. Right on time, detective. Forgot the voice I did for him already. I know I'm known worldwide for my timeliness. Is that so? Nope. Can you tell me about the case, Lobster Cop? I sure can. We've been sent here to solve the conundrum of the sheriffless county. Ah, this town was thriving, detective. A marvel of productivity, friendship, community, and cowboys. But there was something missing. A sheriff. Yeah, oh, sorry. I was kind of leading up to that. My bad. For the sake of storytelling, can you please not interrupt? I sincerely apologize. Why is he T-posing? Yeah. So anyway, I've lost where I was going with this. You said there was something missing. Right, there was something missing. A sheriff. The town had realized that for all these years they were missing a vital ingredient for cowboy living. They contacted the supervisor and he contacted me. And me. Yeah. Anyway, here we are. I'm gonna be honest, Lobster Cop. The supervisor really hyped this case up. Like, there are two of us here to facilitate the hiring for a management position? Detective, you read my mind. The supervisor really dropped the ball. Did you really think I'd need your help? No, me neither. And as it turns out, I didn't need your help. The position has been filled. Oh? I knew the perfect boy for the job. Presenting. Cowboy Lobster Cop? The new sheriff of Cowboy County. Sheriff Mason Mole! You're the one who's been sneaking around in the other 2 games. Wow. Congratulations on such a speedy resolution, Lobster Cop. Thank you. Well, I guess I'll head back to the office. No. No. No, you cannot. Is there something you need help with? Yes. What is it? What is it, Sheriff Mason Mole? Mystery. Crime mystery. Please solve this. What's the mystery? All hats have been stolen. You're wearing a hat. Not my hat. Town hats. Can you elaborate? All the hats in town have been stolen. Please solve this mystery as soon as possible. Do you have any leads? No. Get to work, please. Well, you heard the sheriff. Okay. Is there really no additional information? No. But here's your notebook. I'm sorry? Here, notebook. Somebody mailed it to you. You stole my mailbook. Or notebook. I didn't even know it was missing. Not missing. It's right here. Can I ask a question? No, I am busy. Goodbye. Sheriff Mason Mole. What a legend. You know each other? Sure, but how much can you really know someone, right? What? Don't worry about it. Now, Detective, as I am the lead investigator on this case, I trust you will follow my guidance. I didn't know you were the lead. It's a safe assumption to make. Right, of course. So I'll be investigating leads, but I could use your assistance. Sure, what do you need? I'll handle the motive and the suspects. You handle the crime scene and method. Okay. It's an easier task for a rookie like you. All you need to find is a map of the crime scene, a tool capable of aiding criminal activity, a key that could lead us to a clue, and lastly, not to mention most importantly, a meal for the #1 best detective. A meal? Yes, Detective. Keep up. I'm a very hungry boy and will need sustenance to solve the mystery. I have some sandwiches I was saving for afternoon tea if you'd like them. No, I need a proper meal. I hear loud and clear. I'll make sure to get those for you. If you need to be reminded of what I want, come and see me by the graveyard. Will do. Good luck, Lobster Cop. I don't need it. Good luck, Detective. Sick. Tab. Check our notebook, see what we got going on in here. Case number 3. Mystery of the missing hats. Lobster Cop. There he is. Motive? There's no possible motive for Lobster Cop to do this. Needs, crime scene map, criminal tool, key, and a meal? Notes, hey, it's Lobster Cop, #1 best detective. I'm very jealous. So tall. And my items, magnifier, notebook, and scoot. Little scooter. Well, I think it's time to get back on our little scooty adventure. I must explore this vast environment. Oh my gosh. I want to go over here. Obviously, this is like a little ramp system to go to this section. Oh yeah. Oh, friends. Little friends. I'm gonna step on you guys again. Sorry. That a snake? Oh, rattlesnake. Well, time to get on our scooter. Wee-hoo! Just ran him over. Is that a tarantula? Hey, spiders, get out of here. Oh. Are you one of the bandits that I've been hearing all about? Wee! All right, let's see what this whole place is all about. I'm curious what's around here. Another little snake. Oh, you're so cute. Look at you. Look at you with your little tongue. All right, I'm gonna get on my scooter. Let's go. I think I saw a scorpion up there. Oh, a well? What's going on here? A little Jimmy fall in the well? Detective, I can't get down there without a ladder. I'd fall and break my legs and arms and knees and head and nostrils and fingers. Okay. All right, back on the scooter. Let's go. Bow, bow. Do you have a little cowboy hat? Oh, he's got a little yeehaw cowboy hat. What a fine specimen. What a fine specimen indeed. All right, back on the scooter. Let's go. The bank. All right. Let's actually investigate this town. See what's going on here. Who might you be, little bunny? Keeping my eye squarely on you. Susie. Hey, you. Me? Yeah, you. Can you do me a favor? Depends on the favor. What? I can't just agree to doing you a favor. I don't even know who you are. I'm Susie Rabbit. Can you do me a favor? You're the best, thanks. I need you to help me break into this bank. I will not. Huh? Dude, you already agreed to it. I don't appreciate you lying to me. If you said you'd do me a favor, you should keep your word. I didn't agree to the favor. Oh, so now you're changing the story. Whatever, dude. Just leave me alone. Oh. Turned her back on me? How dare you? And you gave me, such a sad little face. Little grub. Oh, what store is this? I love it. Not you. These little guys. These little guys. I love them. They're my favorite. Mail. Oh, it's the post office. Who are you? Craig. What kind of voice would Craig have? I feel like I'm just trying to give him all like Western cowboy voices, but I have no consistency whatsoever with it. You're here from the evil secret society. Please leave me alone. I'm not interested in joining. No, he's got a different voice. What's the evil secret society? Nice try. I know the society's tricks. Well, I'm actually here from the Frog Detective Crime Solving Agency. Oh yeah. Where are your credentials? Well, I'm a detective and a frog, and I'm here to solve a mystery / possible crime. Do you have any identification? Just my face. Do you have identification? No, but I'm Craig. Everybody knows me. I wouldn't normally believe you, but your appearance does seem to match what you're saying. But just know I don't trust you. I wouldn't expect you to. We just met. Detective, I'm someone that is regularly messed with. There are many different societies around here, and they all want me to join. But I'm a lone ranger. I have no interest in being a part of these secret societies. What type of secret societies are there? For starters, you've got the naughty little guys. They've been after me for years. The posties are another one. They go around delivering mail. I'm not sure that's a secret society. I think it's more of a public service. Then why can't we open everybody's mail? Not so public, if you ask me. Open your eyes. Another society is the Ghost Spotters League. Oh wait, I think I've heard of them. Yes, despite being a secret society, they're quite well known. To be honest with you, I said earlier that I wasn't interested in being a part of any societies, but that's only half true. Oh, the Ghost Spotters League is really exclusive, and I'm kind of bummed that they never tried to recruit me. Are you a keen ghost spotter? Well, that might be the problem. To be inducted into the league, you need to have spotted a ghost. And you haven't seen any? Correct. I don't know why I'm telling you all this. You could be anyone. I'm the detective. It's a compelling disguise, I'll give you that. Do you know much about ghosts? Well, I solved a mystery involving one. The mystery of the haunted island. Although, it wasn't haunted in the end. So, no. You could have saved us both time and just said no. Sorry. No, I don't know much about ghosts. Can I ask you some questions? Everybody always wants information from me. Ghost Spotters League. How close are you to spotting a ghost? What kind of question is that? How am I supposed to know? Ghosts aren't cool bugs, detective. You can't just spot them out and about. How does it work then? Well, the requirements are pretty flexible. Basically, the society just needs a credible ghost sighting story or tangible proof of a ghost, like a photo. Do ghosts show up in photos? It depends, but yeah. The saloon has a bunch of photos, but I don't want to send in the wrong one and embarrass myself. I don't know which ones are of ghosts and which ones are just normal photos. Sounds like a bit of a puzzle. They're so strict. If I get my application denied 3 times, I'm banned from ever applying again. I'm on my 2nd strike. What did you send in the first 2 times? I faked the first 2 sightings. I dressed up as a ghost and ran really fast so it looked like a blur in the photograph. They're so clever that they figured me out right away. That's how I know they're the real deal. I like your creativity, though. Thanks. Say, if you happen to stop by the saloon, could you take a look and see if you can tell which of the photos has a ghost in it? I don't really care about actually spotting a ghost myself. I just want to be part of the society. I suppose that's fair enough. Sure, if I have time, I'll take a look. Thanks. Secret societies. I don't suppose there's a secret society that is dedicated to stealing hats. Not that I'm aware of. But that's the thing, Detective. These societies run deep. I've barely scratched the surface of what there is to know. They run everything. Everywhere you've ever been. Anything you've ever done. It's all dictated by the secret societies. Surely that can't be true. You think not, but it's true. How do you know it's true? I'm part of several forums dedicated to uncovering the truth. Is it a secret forum? What? Like, is the forum also a secret society? I never thought of that. I'll have to look into it. No, I'm just joking. I don't see how you can joke about something like this. Secret societies run everything. Craig, I don't think that's true. Oh yeah? What evidence do you have that it's not true? None, I suppose. Just a lack of evidence of it being true. I would say it's more like a lack of evidence of it not being true. Agree to disagree. I'll agree to be right and you agree to be wrong. Okay, sure. All right, that's it for now. Sorry. Oh my gosh, that's a really close up. Craig. Hello. I like the little worm. Wanted membership to the secret hat stealing society. Needs definitive proof of a ghost. What do we got for notes? Either a conspiracy theorist or knows way more about the world than me. Does not buy my detective disguise. Drat. Just wants to be part of something. Okay. Sounds good. Bye, little guys. I will miss you. Okay. Lobster cop, way over there. Is this an outhouse? I want to go into here. Oh, look at you. Little guy. There's Mr. Sheriff Mole. What are these? Some gloves? Ooh, these could come in handy. Get it? Handy? Gloves. Excuse me. Yes, Sheriff? Those are evidence. Evidence of what? Crime. Oh, I'll leave them here. No. No? Take them. Aren't they evidence? Not yet. Cool. Gloves. Sick. All right. Interesting. We got some gloves. Also, what is this picture? Everybody's connected somehow. What's behind this curtain, Sheriff? Sheriff, what do you got back here, man? Howdy, Sheriff Mason Mall. Hello. How's your new position here? What? The job. Are you enjoying being the sheriff? Yes. That's great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Okay. You know, you look really familiar. Have I seen you around before? No. Strange. You must have a familiar face. No. You're probably right. My memory plays tricks on me all the time. Yes. So how did you meet Lobster Cop? School. You've known each other since school? That's wild. You must be close. Yes. Lobster Cop is pretty hard to please. He must think highly of you to suggest you as the new sheriff. Yes. That's nice, isn't it? To have a friend who thinks the world of you. Yep. What were you doing before this? Before you became sheriff. Did you have a different job? Yes. What was it? I helped. Helped? I helped out. Helped who? With what? Not important. Sorry, I didn't mean to pry. There we go again, being nosy. Goodbye. Oh, okay, see ya. Sheriff is a little suspicious. Just a little bit. Mason Mole. Motive. Wanted to be the only person in town with a hat. Needs to be left alone, it seems. Notes. What do we got? Fellow, a few words. Previous job. Helped out. All right, we'll close this on up. We got our gloves. We'll be on our way. What is this here? The scooter stable? Hi. Okay, what's going on in here? Is this the general store? A ladder? Oh, I could use a ladder. Cereal, carrots. I like your glasses. They're pretty cool. I'm gonna talk to you. Wendy. Good afternoon. Welcome to Cowboy County General Store. My name is Wendy. We have a wide range of general goods for purchase. Hi, I'm the detective. Unfortunately, at this time, we don't stock any gear for detective work. I don't need anything. Please feel free to browse our expansive selection. I'm sure you'll find what you need. No, thank you. We have a wide range of general goods for purchase. Yes. Do you need a specific item that isn't in stock? We process special orders at no extra cost to the customer. I don't really need anything. Special orders have an average 2-day turnaround. That's a great turnaround. It is one of our many great policies, such as we are proud to offer our customers a satisfaction guarantee on all purchases. What is a satisfaction guarantee? We can guarantee that you'll be either satisfied or dissatisfied with your purchase. What happens if I'm dissatisfied? That falls within our satisfaction guarantee, so I can get a refund. The satisfaction guarantee only guarantees a range of satisfaction from dissatisfied to satisfied. If your feeling towards the product doesn't fall within that range, you're entitled to a refund. That clears it up. Thanks. Anyway, I'm actually here to ask some questions about the case. Unfortunately, we don't have cases in stock at this time. The mystery, of the stolen hats. Stealing is not permitted at Cowboy County General Store. It's not permitted anywhere, really. To be clear, I'm not here to purchase or steal any items from your store. I'm here on official business to solve the mystery of the stolen hats here in Cowboy County. Right. It would have been a lot easier for me if you'd said that in the first place. I feel like I just spent so much time explaining the policies and values of my store. A bit embarrassing for me, really. Like, maybe in future, just tell people what you're here for. Yes, absolutely right. I'm not good at communicating quickly. I get easily swept up in conversation. Sorry. It's fine. I just feel a bit self-conscious. No, you did great. I learned a lot about your store policies. I'm glad to hear that. Hasn't been easy taking over the shop. You seem like an old hand at it. Ha! That's great. I'm not at all. I've only been running the shop for 7 months. Oh, cool. Can I ask you some questions? New job. So you just started running the shop. How's it all going? I wish I could say I'm nailing it, but it's honestly doesn't feel like that most of the time. That's no good. Shop has been in my family for generations. I thought in my hands it would be the best it's ever been, but it's just kind of the same. Same is good. At least it's not worse than it was. I suppose you're right. Is there anything that would boost your confidence? Well, there is one thing. What is it? Do you see these portraits on the wall? They're lovely. Every shop owner in my family has a beautiful portrait created of them, except for me. Mine is just a silly photo. It's a nice photo. Yeah, sure, but it's not the same. I haven't got the slightest idea how I'm supposed to get someone to create a beautiful portrait. I don't even know who painted those ones. Have you tried painting one yourself? With what time? Besides, art was never my strong suit. Maybe you could paint one for me. I wish. I'm not much of a painter. Well, if you find anyone that wants to paint me, can you let me know? How are they supposed to know if they want to paint you if they can't see you? Here, take this photo of me. Huh. Okay, kind of weird. What's weird? Just carrying around a photo of you on the off chance that I find a painter who can paint you a portrait. I don't think that's weird. Okay, sorry. Incredible. Wonder if that's it. Yeah, nothing else right now. Let's get out of here. Bear pick. Incredible. And Wendy's in our books this time around. Motive. We got steal the hats and sell them back to the town. The perfect crime needs her portrait painted. Let's see what our notes are. 7 months in the biz. Rehearsed and formal. Yet professional and warm. I'm now carrying around a photo of her and nobody thinks that's weird. Especially not me. Perfect. I do want one of your ladders though. Maybe a lucky horseshoe? What do we have in here? You look like you could paint something potentially. How are you playing the piano with no hands and feet? Incredible. Oh, nice shoes. Cowboy boots. Oh, where'd you come from? I still see you over there. I gotta talk to you. There's a key that's needed for... Oh! I don't know, I can fall off of that. It's fine. Little mouse bandit. Oh, we know what kind of voice we're gonna give the mouse bandit. Rhonda Dynamite.
They come from far and wide to face off with the powerful Rhonda Dynamite.
Rhonda Dynamite?
That's me. Ready your weapon, Frog. It is time for us to do battle.
I do not have a weapon, and I'm not super interested in doing battle.
Then why are you here to face me? This is my land, Frog. You cannot just waltz in here and expect me to take it.
Your land? You own this scooter barn?
No, but I lord it here every day. Everybody knows this. Where have you been? Do you live under a rock, Frog? I thought the lily pad might be more suitable. Ha.
I live at 100 Skeleton Street, Slippery Pond.
Did you just give me your full address?
Yes.
You literally just met me. Don't give your full address to strangers.
Why not? How else are you going to know where I live?
You have a great point.
Oh, hi, Grace. The detective does not have a great point. Do not give your address out to strangers, unless your house is super cool and you're mega rich. Then tell people where you live, because how else are they going to know you live in a mansion? Okay, even then, just show them a photo. Don't give them your address. Thanks for playing. I'll leave you to it. Thank you, Grace. I appreciate it. Anyway, I'm not sure why you're trying to fight me. Would you like me to leave?
Nah, I'm enjoying having some company. So, what do you do? What do you do as a job?
Oh, I'm the detective. I'm here to solve the case of the missing hats.
Just in time. When you find the culprit, bring him here. I'll beat him up.
What? No.
Give him a taste of these fists. Kick him in the nose. Tie their shoes together and trip them up. Tell them they're ugly.
Please, no.
I'm an outlaw detective. I hate it when people do the wrong thing.
That's the opposite of an outlaw.
You're right. I think this life isn't for me anymore.
You think so?
To be honest with you, detective, I was meaning to apply for the sheriff position.
Oh? It was filled just before I got here.
Yeah, I know. By some rando.
His name is Mason Mole. I'm sure Lobster Cop wouldn't have given the job to just anyone. He must be very qualified.
Doesn't mean he's not a rando.
I suppose not. What makes you want to be the sheriff?
I'm a natural leader. I run the outlaw group with class and style, and I'd love to help others. Got a problem that needs solving? I'm your girl. And I'm tough. No one is gonna mess with me.
Wow. Sound like a great fit for the job.
I think so too, but it's too late now.
Not necessarily. You could always ask. Always talk to Mason Mole. Show him your expertise. Maybe you could be co-sheriffs.
That's a great idea.
Do you mind if I question you about the case I'm working on? About being the sheriff. How do you intend to become the sheriff?
By force. I will simply beat up Mason Mole.
What? You can't do that.
Yes, I can. I'm Rhonda Dynamite. The rules don't apply to me.
What did Mason Mole ever do to you?
I don't know, but he's shifty. Just don't trust his face.
Please don't take the role by force. Have you tried submitting a resume?
A resume, you say? Like a list of my skills and experience?
Yeah, I think that would be a better option than beating up Sheriff Mason Mole.
Less fun, though. I don't really have the writing supplies for making a resume. If I had paper and stuff, I could probably manage it.
I can get you the writing supplies. Just please don't beat up the sheriff.
Fine. I was just thinking about it.
Mind if I question you more about the case I'm working on? Your job. Let's see. Well, what kind of work do you do?
Well, detective, I'd love to tell you, but I need to know if I can trust you.
Oh, I understand. If you're worried about me telling on you, I won't tell. My only concern today is the mystery of the missing hats. If you've stolen the hats, I will totally tell on you, though.
That's reasonable. Well, okay then. I'm a mouse of many skills. I specialize in forgery and fraud.
Wow, sounds intense.
It's mostly a lot of printing stuff out. I can forge all types of things. Important documents, birth certificates, IDs, you name it.
Could you forge a certificate that says #1 best detective?
Why?
No reason. I'm just joking. Pretend I didn't say that.
Okay.
Do you mind if I question you? Okay, so that's it then. All right. Well, off to more people. First, we've got Rhonda Dynamite. These pictures are great. Motive. I honestly don't think she would need a motive to steal the hats. Just a hunch, though. Needs to write a resume and learn some non-violent conflict resolution skills. Notes. Wants to fight me. No, wait. She wants to fight everybody. Knows my full address and dreams of being the sheriff. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Lobster Cop, what are you doing? I'm wondering if there's anything else I can, like, grab around here. Not too sure. like keeping an eye out for like weird things. You know, I'm gonna go up here first. Hey, buddy. Who are you? Sherman. Wow. Look at you. Huh? Your jumper. Your vacant smile. Those piercing eyes. Are you a model? I certainly am. Not. Maybe it's time to start modeling. Maybe. Or maybe it's time to solve a mystery. Yeah. Actually, I don't know what you mean. I'm a detective. Is there a problem? I don't want any trouble. I'm an outlaw, you see. My name is Sherman. Authority, and I don't always see eye to eye. I have no authority at all. You have the authority to steal my heart. What? Because of your good looks. It's just a little joke. Not about your looks. You look great. It was like you could steal my heart because you're so dashing. You're too kind. Anyway, how can I help you, detective? I'm here about the missing hats. Missing hearts? You've stolen them. Sorry, just joking. Maybe not the time for my killer sense of humor. The hats, right. Mine was stolen. Do you have any leads? Who done it? That's what I'm here to figure out. Did you see anything suspicious over the last couple of days? I looked in a mirror. I'm suspicious looking because I'm an outlaw. Oh. Well, honestly, I'm a bit confused about how this new sheriff came into the picture. My fellow outlaw Rhonda Dynamite was working up the courage to ask to be the new sheriff. Clearly, she didn't get the courage in time, because this new guy, Mason Mole, wandered in like he owns the place. You don't like him? Oh, don't get me wrong, he's okay. I just don't know why he wants to be the sheriff. Cowboy County has always been a lawless land. That's the way we like it. Everybody respects and understands each other here, so I thought it would be better if the sheriff was one of us. Not saying he'll do a bad job or anything, but I just hope he keeps the county as kind as it ever was. Have you spoken to him much? He's barely said 2 words the whole time he's been here. I assume he's shy, so I'll give him time to settle in. But I don't know. It can be strange when someone new comes into your community. I really want to be as welcoming as possible, but I have a few concerns. Do you mind if I ask you some questions about the case? Sheriff Mason Mole. Yeah, I want to know more about the mole. Why are you so suspicious of Mason Mole? It's not like me to be suspicious, really. You know me. I do not. Not yet. Sherman winks. Anyway, I just don't really understand his motives. Why is he here? I'm not sure. Obviously, I want to trust Lobster Cop's judgment, but this new guy is so quiet and shady. Do you even know what job he did before this? I have no idea. Do you know? Nope. Figures. Do you mind if I ask more questions? Yeah, the mine. Wait, what mine? Any reason you're hanging out by the mines? Well, yeah. Heard there's gold in there. Wow. I really like gold. I don't mean to sound insensitive, but I want to ask. Is it a thing for sloths to like gold? Why do you ask? My friend Martin is a sloth and also loves gold. He made a crown out of it. Sounds heavy. Yeah. Well, I haven't really thought about it before, but yes, I think sloths do like gold. But then again, who doesn't? I find it doesn't suit my complexion. I think anything would suit your complexion. But anyway, I've been trying to get into the mine, but it's all blocked up. Dang, have you tried exploding it with dynamite? What? No, that sounds really dangerous. I was thinking more along the lines of a pickaxe. That would probably be better, yeah. Do you have one? I can trade you for a shovel. I'll think about it. Okay. So I need a shovel. I need paper and pencils or a pen. I need quite a few things at this point. And I haven't really gotten anything other than gloves. Motive. I don't know. Found it difficult to pay attention. Those eyes. Needs a pickaxe to break into the mine. And for our notes, Sherman, you make me blush. So funny, so cool. No, I refuse to be charmed. This is a suspect. Perfect. A little spoon or a ladle? There's the shovel. I'd really like that. Wait, where's the mine entrance? You said there's mines here? I see nothing. We're off on another adventure! This is great. Okay, so now let's go into here. Big old panda man. Hello, pistol. Well, if it isn't, gosh, what voices do I do? I'm trying to figure out what kind of voices to do. Well, I I feel like I already did this one. It's hard coming up with these on the spot. If it isn't the frog of the hour. Maybe the frog of 1.5 hours, if we're being generous. 45 minutes? You're speedy. Well, you get what I mean. It's good to see you, detective. Have we met? Not in person, no. I've sent you several emails asking to illustrate your frog blog. Oh, you must be Pistol. That's me. Finest artist in all of Cowboy County and potentially the world. Yes, you mentioned that many times in your emails. I can't nail down a specific voice for this one. It's a shame we haven't been able to work together. Your stories come to me so visually. I would love to illustrate them. I would love that too. Unfortunately, I do not have $1 million money to pay you with. It's actually $2 million money. Yes, sorry. It's no matter, detective. Simply keep saving up and you'll be able to afford my work one day. I'll do that. Are you working on something at the moment? Yes, my finest piece yet. It's well, you see, it's clearly who am I kidding, detective? I've lost my artistic touch. Sure, it's just a bit of creative block. Creative block? No. I clicked on a banner on cyberspace and it took me to a strange website. What did the banner say? Click here for an epic video of a worm who is buff. You were right to click it. When it loaded, it's just a scary picture of a witch. It made a loud cackling noise, and the screen just said, "You just got a curse on you from this website." Ever since then, I've lost my artistic talents. It's terrible. When did that happen? Earlier today? I don't mean to doubt you, but are you sure it wasn't just a prank? Prank? I don't think so. That witch was really scary, and I'm normally very brave. Did the website have any specifics about the curse? No. Well, how do you know the curse is on your artistic talents? It's been 3 hours and I haven't found my latest muse. A muse? You know, a subject that piques my interest. Every day I find one, and today I haven't found anything that inspires me. Can I ask you some questions? Go ahead. Let's talk more about the curse before we give them the muse. Can you tell me more about the curse from that website you visited? I don't know what more there is to say. I wanted to see a video of a buff worm and I was tricked, fooled. Cyberspace can be a really troubling place. Nobody warned me. On the bright side, I clicked on a banner that said I was the 1,000th visitor and I won 100,000 money. What? Really? Yeah. You have the money? They just asked for my banking information and I gave it to them. You did what? Relax, how else was I gonna get my prize money? That seems really dangerous. You're just jealous because I won 100,000 money. It's already there in my bank account. Really? You checked? Yes. I bought this new outfit with my winnings. Well, I'm sorry for doubting you. It's fine. I guess I'll always click on those banners from now on. Sounds like a plan. Wait, is Grace gonna jump in here? Can I ask you some questions? Go ahead. Oh, Grace did not jump in. You mentioned needing a muse. I'm cursed to never have one. Well, it's only been a few hours. One might show up. I doubt it. I think it's the end of my painting career. Don't give up now. What if I could help you find a muse? You want to help me? I would love to. Let me think. Maybe you could draw me? I have no interest in drawing you. That's understandable. If you can find me a photograph of something compelling to draw, I'd be very grateful. But I think it might be too much of a challenge. Nothing's too much of a challenge for me. What about putting on a hat? No comment. Your head is a weird shape. I know this. I'll get to work finding a photograph for you to draw. Thank you, detective. I wish you the best of luck. Okay, here's the bear picture. Found a photograph for you to paint. Can I see? Here you go. Wow, this is beautiful. Is this Wendy from the store? It sure is. It would be my absolute pleasure to paint this. I did it. What? I lifted the witch's curse. I mean, I guess. Seems like it was probably a prank. Oh, I thought you said that it was scary. I don't think I said that. I'm really brave. Doesn't seem like something I'd say. Right, I must be mistaken. It's okay, we all make mistakes. Well, not me so much. So will this work as your new muse? Absolutely. Stay right there, I'm gonna paint it immediately. Okay. What are we getting? Aww. And voila! Wow, it's beautiful. Thank you, so proud of it. What are you gonna do with it now? Oh, this is just a warm-up for me. You can keep this portrait if you like. Really? Yeah, or throw it out, I don't mind. I'm just happy I got my talent back. Talent was inside you all along. No, it wasn't. Okay. Perfect, we got a portrait. Let's go. Sweet. No more bear pick. We got a portrait instead, and pistol. Pistol the Panda. Motive. Maybe hats are too hard to paint. Needs a muse and some internet safety lessons. Check. Notes. 2 million money and a small price to pay for art. Cursed, allegedly. Always give your bank information to anyone who asks for it. Don't do that. Oh, a map. Ah, great. I can use this to orient myself if I get lost in this needlessly large town. Got a town map. Oh, cool. Nice. Cowboy County. Perfect. All right, well, let's go bring, yes, the bear portrait rather, back to her. Can I ask you some questions? Here's a portrait for you. So, you're not gonna believe this. What is it? I managed to get you a portrait. Wait, seriously? Yep. Pistol the painter saw your photo and he thought you were the perfect muse. He said that? About me? Sure did. Can I see the painting? Sure. I'll hang it up for you. Aww. So cute. Wow, it's great. Pistol is so talented. How much do I owe you? Or owe him? No charge. He was just glad to be free of the witch's cyberspace curse. I'm sorry, what? It's a whole thing. Don't worry about it. Painting isn't cursed, is it? I don't think so. Well, good. Thanks so much for getting this portrait for me, detective. It's no problem at all. What can I give you for the trouble? Let me think. Ah, I know. Take this ladder. A whole ladder? That seems quite big. You'll barely notice you're holding it, I promise. If you say so, thanks. Cool. Well, I know exactly where to take that, but I'm gonna go question some more people inside of the old saloon. So now I have 2 items that I can kind of work with here. That's cool. Checked off, and we're done. Sweet. What are you looking at? What are you looking at, buddy? Get out here with your beady eyes. Okay, who are you? Are you a bat? Bonnie. Afternoon, detective. What can I get for you? Oh, nothing for me, thanks. I'm here on official business. Hear about the hats? I must look like a heck of a suspect. Why's that? I'm the only resident of Cowboy County without a hat. But you do have a hat. I mean, until now. That's pretty suspicious of me. I could have stolen them all out of jealousy and cooked them up in my stew. Did you steal the hats and cook them up in your stew? You bet! Oh, everyone come get your hat stew! I'm just pulling your leg, detective. I'm a jokester. They call me Bantering Bonnie around here. That's a nice nickname. I'm literally joking. They just call me Bonnie. I made that up. Oh, now you're getting it. I'm full of jokes. Yeah, I get it now. Anyway, you mentioned that you don't wear a hat. Why not? My head is a weird shape. Ah. I'm literally joking. My head is completely normal. Oh, mine too. I just don't like the way hats look with my dress. Plus, I'm inside most of the time, so why bother? It's not a suspicious thing. LOL. Okay, LOL. Hey, detective. Yeah? I know a lot about Cowboy County. I know it all. Why are we yelling? It's a joke, lol. Is it okay if I talk normally? Yes, but it was just a joke. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, my job here isn't to run the saloon. I'm also a keen historian for Cowboy County. Despite my hilarious nature, I take this role very seriously. For example, did you know that the graveyard up on the hill is gravely haunted? Huh, gravely. Sorry? It's gravely haunted. Graveyard? Yeah, that's what I said. I have tons of stories and photographs from the haunted hill. You can check them out if you want. Sure will, thanks. Ooh, lol, I just got the gravely thing. Can I ask you some questions about this case? Ghost photos. Do you know much about the photos here in the saloon? Legends has it they're haunted. I don't know if I believe it, but you're welcome to take a look at them and I'll tell you what I know. Sure, thanks. Oh, cool. Hat stew. You didn't actually make hat stew, did you? Of course not. Gross. I'm making stew though. It's the only way I can think to get the regular customers back. Where did they go? Oh, they're around, but I think they got a bit scared off. Do you have bandits in the saloon? Lol, I wish. It's worse. Artists. Artists? Creative types? That doesn't sound scary at all. No, but no. You're right. It just changes the vibe. hang around all day creating things and finding themselves. I miss the rootin', tootin', cowboy bootin' times we used to have. You're not a fan of art? I like the cartoon section of the newspaper if that counts. Sure. You just want everyone to party a bit more, right? Right! Get them to stop taking themselves so seriously. So your solution is stew? Hat stew! I'm joking! Sorry, I'm still learning about jokes. It's just a normal stew, but I'm famous for it around here. Lure them here with the stew, keep them here with the party atmosphere. Sounds like a great plan. I don't have enough ingredients though. Say, could you bring me some carrots? I'll give you the cash. Sure. Got some money. Okay. I saw carrots, I think in the store. Oh, and around these parts, there's really delicious edible cactus flowers. Could you collect 4 for me? I guess so. I'll give you as much stew as you want in return. Sounds like a good deal. All right, let's go ahead and say nothing else. Let's start taking a look at these photos. Well, first we got carrots money. And a new suspect, Bonnie. Hello. Motive? Practical joke, perhaps. Needs carrots and cactus flowers for her stew. See what our notes are. She's joking. Allegedly doesn't wear hats, but appears to be wearing a hat of some sort. Keen Cowboy County historian. Hates creativity. Okay. This one is standing in front of a graveyard. That's totally haunted behavior. Or maybe she's mourning. Did you ever think of that? And why is she smiling? Yeah, good point. Actually, I know who that is. That's Betsy, one of the first shop owners here in Cowboy County. She sold all these gravestones to the residents of the town. I suspect that's why she has such a big smile on her face. Smile of a clever businesswoman. Not haunted. Not haunted. Okay, thanks. Okay, which of these looks the most haunted? Probably the gator in front of the mine, maybe? It's a strange dog. So I'll give some missing photos as well. Let's see what all these photos have. Is this a ghost? Who, Mark? Nah, I wish Mark was a ghost. What? That didn't come out right. Lol. That's my ex-husband. Oh, I'm sorry to hear it. Why did you get divorced? Seems like a pretty personal question. My bad. I'm just kidding. He's not really my ex-husband. I actually don't know who that is, but I call him Mark. I think that photo is over 50 years old. Take my word for it though, that's not a haunted photo. It has nice energy. Okay. Cool. I'm suspecting this one might be it. This one is super spooky. Surely it has to be a ghost photo. That's old Snappy Fresh. He was one of the original gold miners here in town about 100 years ago. Wow. It's old and creepy. Totally fits the description I'm looking for. Yeah, well, you're out of luck. Oh? Old Snappy Fresh is still alive. How could he be a ghost? He's still alive. How old is he? It's impolite to ask an old person's age. He's 130 years old. How do you know? I asked. Coincidentally, that's how I learned it was rude to ask someone's age. Okay, thanks. Okay, go to the bunny pic. Ooh, I like this one. Hope it's not haunted. Bad luck, detective. This is the most haunted photo of all. Why? Legend has it this rabbit was a real mean guy. He would put banana peels out for people to trip on, give people wedgies, you name it. Wow, that's horrible. Yeah. Wait, sorry, I'm thinking of someone else. How embarrassing. No, yeah, this guy was the sheriff about 80 years ago. A great sheriff, loved by all. So not haunted? Nope, sorry. All good. All right, well, we only have one more photo here, and it's of this weird dog. Is this a ghost? Huh, I doubt it. That's a photo of a visitor from about a year ago. They came and changed all the colors in Cowboy County. It was really weird and messy. Oh, that's, Chicory, I think. It's a game. That's why it looks much different than everything else. Fun, though. And they're still alive? I sure hope so. Thanks. Yeah, that's a... What is happening? Yes? Perfect. Okay. Wait, was this one here before? I don't remember. It has such a strange energy to it. Yeah, I suddenly feel really chilly when I look at it. He's handsome yet cold, like he's seen too much. A man who has lived 1,000 lives. There's a kindness to him, but also great mystery. Bunny? Yes, detective? I think this is a haunted photo. I think you might well be right. May I take it? Please do, I'd be glad to be rid of it. Yay, haunted photo. Very cool. Sweet. And yeah, I think that's all for now. Let's go upstairs. I think there's only one more main person to talk to. Just want to see what's behind the counter here. I love the music in this area. It's very silly, very good. Can I ride my scooter? Oh, I can ride my scooter. Oh, I can ride across the buildings. But first, that's not what I meant to do. First, I gotta talk to the koala. I love the tumbleweeds just flying off in the background. Hello, who are you? Dusty.
I sit and ponder, detective. Is this theft a bad thing? Perhaps. But who are we to determine good and bad? A stolen hat is a message. Do not let yourself be sealed. The light of the sun holds more answers than we think.
Answers to what?
Questions.
What questions?
Why is it so bright out here? How do I charge this solar-powered bobblehead? And more, I'm certain of it. We spend so much time focused on how to find the missing hats, and no time considering why we had them in the first place.
I would assume for sun protection.
Protection from the sun? What harm does the sun pose to us?
The sun can be bad for your skin. If I stay in the sun too long, my skin goes all crispy. I turn into a crispy fried snack.
Is being crispy wrong, detective?
It's wrong for me.
Who are we to determine wrong and right?
Well, I'm the frog detective.
And I'm just a lonely poet trying to make sense of the world.
It's nice to meet you.
And you.
You sure think a lot about things, huh?
I try, but I think I get it wrong a lot of the time.
Who are we to determine wrong and right? If you don't mind me saying, you don't look too much like a cowboy.
Oh, I'm no cowboy. I'm Dusty. I'm an outlaw / poet. I'm trying to compose the perfect cowboy poem. It's taking forever. I'm no good at this.
But you have so much to say.
Yes. When I write it down, it gets so muddled. Nothing comes out right.
Sure sounds great.
It doesn't. I'm ashamed to even show anyone.
You can show me. I won't judge.
Okay. A cowboy's life is so much fun. Sitting around on your bum. Ride a scooter, sing a tune, say a yee-haw in the afternoon. The sun is bright, their smiles shine brighter when waving at this lonely rider. I give a nod and smile back too, yet I wish I could be someone new. An outlaw's life is not for me. I want to ride and be carefree. Instead, I sit and write stuff down, not fitting in with this cowboy town. That's my poem.
It's beautiful. I would say that's the perfect cowboy poem.
Thanks, but I think I want to write a new one.
Do you mind if I ask you some questions about the case?
Go ahead.
Let's see. Do you need help workshopping a perfect cowboy poem?
I would love that. Nobody here really gets me, you know.
Totally.
I'll show you what I have so far, and maybe you can help me finish it.
Sure.
I saw a cowboy eat a snack, a bowl of cereal.
Near the tracks. Near the tracks?
Nice. I saw a cowboy eat a snack, a bowl of cereal near the tracks. He finished quickly, smart and sure, then headed off.
He's bored. Toward the store. Towards the store.
He finished quickly, smart and sure, then headed off towards the store. But just ahead, to his shock,
there was Nessie from the lock. He saw a goblin on a rock, stood a newly built office block. Nessie, obviously. There was Nessie from the lock.
Okay, sure. But just ahead, to his shock, there was Nessie from the lock. He waddled over, concentrated face, only to discover
tumbleweed in its place? Or the thing, tumbleweed in its place. A tumbleweed in its place.
Ooh, plot twist. Okay. He waddled over, concentrated face, only to discover a tumbleweed in its place. The cowboy smiled and shook his head, and off he went.
Back to bed, feeling like an egghead to tell his friend Ned. Back to bed. Back to bed.
Back to bed. Aha! It's perfect, the perfect poem. I can't wait to recite it in front of a crowd. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, detective.
It wasn't a problem at all. I had lots of fun.
I feel like I understand the cowboy life a bit better now. Maybe one day I'll feel confident enough to become one myself.
I wish you the best of luck.
Thanks. Hey, since I've written up the perfect poem, I don't need my writing supplies anymore.
Really? You don't want to write any more poems?
Oh, no, I do. But every time I start a new project, I like to use new tools. So I don't take the energy of the old poem with me.
Sounds expensive.
Yeah. Anyway, take them.
Writing set. Let's go. Very nice. Writing set. We got a lot of items now. And we've talked to, I'm pretty sure, everybody. Dusty. Motive. Wanted to absorb cowboy powers through cowboy hat osmosis. Needs just someone to talk to, I think. Notes. Poet, icon, legend, friend. Longs to live the cowboy life. Not great at budgeting. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. All right, well, off on this scooter adventure. Let's go. Perfect. I need to find cactus fruit, right? I'm not too sure where I'd be finding that. Is it? Oh, it's these. That's one prickly cactus. Good thing I have these gloves to protect my soft little fingies. Ah, okay, it's cactus flowers. Got it. Well, how many? I don't know where they all are at. I guess I'll just look out for that, like, bright red one. Yeah, here we go. Got it. Cactus flower. How many did I need? 3? 4? 5,600? Let me see. Who needed the flowers? Shopkeep. Not Sherman. Not Pistol. Bonnie. Cactus flowers first, too. I don't know how many, though. It's fine. It's fine. We're off on this adventure together! More cactus flowers. Thank you. Thank you. 3 flowers. Very nice. Adventure time! You needed a pickaxe. I don't have that yet. I also need a key for Lobster Cop. I kind of forgot about that. Little snaky. Any flowers here I can grab? No. Oh, I see one up there. I see one up there. I'm coming for it. How do I get up there, though? Oh, I see. You know, while I'm here, I may as well go into the well, right? Just kind of see what's down here with the ladder. Hey, this ladder is perfect for climbing down this well. Lucky me. Spooky. Oh, a key. People are so careless nowadays. Ever heard of a keychain? I'll take this with me. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. All right, because we'll go back up to the surface. Not only is this ladder perfect for climbing down, I can also use it for climbing up. Lucky me. Okay. Cool, I guess. This should bring us around. Oh, wrong way. Whee! Let's grab this flower. Right over yonder. Flower time. Sweet. Another cactus flower. I still need to buy that carrot. Should be enough flowers. Ah, cool. So it was 4. Nice. Okay, well, I've got everything I need at this point. Now it's just a matter of kind of giving all these wacky little characters all of the goods. Oh, there was one right here too. I can't even grab it though. So the key is for, actually here. Let's go ahead and use the key right over here first. Hi, Lobster Cop. The key fits in here just fine, but I'll wait till Lobster Cop gives me the okay to open it. Okay, all right. All right, little mouse. I've got something for you. Do you mind if I question you about the case? Did my mouse just turn off? Hello? Oh, there it is. Give item, writing supplies. I have some writing supplies right here.
Oh, how did you get those so quickly?
I helped to compose a beautiful poem.
Sounds boring, but thanks for getting those writing supplies for me. I appreciate it. If there's anything I can do for you, let me know. I have a bunch of skills.
I wish I had a bunch of skills.
We can't all be Rhonda Dynamite.
Do you mind if I question you about the case? Oh, okay. Interesting. I got nothing out of that. But maybe you'll be integral later on as a part of this whole ordeal. Carrots, I need carrots. So I think I can buy carrots from you. Can I please buy these carrots? Do you have money? I sure do, plenty of it. Okay, no need to brag. Take as many as you need. Thanks. Got some carrots. Cool. Carrots acquired. So now it's just a matter of... Mighty suspicious over there, Mr. Mole. It's just a matter of getting everything to everybody. So this will finish this whole section. Can I ask you some questions? Yes. Give item carrots. Hey, managed to procure some carrots for your stew. You're the best, detective. How did you even manage that? Simply went next door and bought some. That's so cool. All of them to the stew. Let's do the cactus flowers. Just been flower picking. Great. Here's what I've collected so far. I'll add them to the stew. Really wish you'd told me that the cactus flowers are so hard to get. I nearly pricked myself. Did you? That's so funny. It's not funny at all. It's hilarious. It is not hilarious. That would have hurt. Yeah, it would have. Good thing I managed to find some gloves. Ew, like secondhand gloves? First and secondhand. Yep. Well, thanks for getting them. No problem. Hey, would you look at that? What? You got all the ingredients. I mean, it was a pretty simple task. I'm so proud of you. What's wrong? Feels a little condescending. What's condescending about being proud of you? All I did was pick some flowers and go to the store. That's more than I did. I suppose. Just give me a sec. I'll finish up the stew and give you some. Great, thanks. I reckon I could give this to the lobster cop. Do whatever you want. Oh yeah, what did the lobster cop want? He wanted a key and, oh, a hearty meal. That's what the stew is for. It's all making sense. It's all coming together. Okay, check. It's done. Let me go to Lobster Cop, crime scene map, criminal tool, key and meal. So I just need a criminal tool now at this point. Cool. All right, that building's done. You're somewhat done. You're all done. I'm not gonna look at you. She wants me to break in, and you, sir, I got a ghost picture for you. Can I ask you some questions? Ghost pic. So I took a pic of look at all the photos in the saloon, and I think this one is definitely Ghost. Really? How do you know? I forgot his voice again. Bonnie helped me out by telling me the stories of all these photos. The rest of the photos seemed pretty normal, but this one is something else. I can just tell. Energy from this photo is very spooky and suspicious. I should have known right away, but I suppose I can only be so smart. I suppose that's true. Is it okay if I take a photocopy of this? That's fine. Hopefully this is enough proof for the Ghost Spotter League to finally let me in. If they don't, it's their loss. Thanks. Hey, can I give you something for your help? What do you have? A pickaxe. Why? Sorry? Why do you have a pickaxe? What's it to you? Can't I just carry around a pickaxe? Is there something wrong with that? No, I guess not. But usually when people give stuff to me, they have some reason for having it in the first place. Do people give stuff to you often? Yeah, pretty often. Okay. Well, I don't really have an explanation for the pickaxe thing. Sorry. That's okay, I guess. Just one more mystery that will haunt me for the rest of my days. That seems really intense. It's just a pickaxe. For you, maybe. Whatever. Thanks for the pickaxe. Okay, well, we know who to bring this to now. Oh boy. So long picture. Give me pickaxe. Check it off. And let's go to our new crush. Over here, bring a pickaxe. Scooter is so silly. It's just so ridiculous. Okay, get off the scooter. All right. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? Yes. Here's the pickaxe. You mentioned you wanted a pickaxe, right? Sure did. I have one here if you'd be willing to trade for the shovel. Oh, I'd love that, thanks. I could also trade for a nice dinner, just you and I. I'll take the shovel for now. Offer's open. Maybe after I've solved the case. Okay. Got a shovel, let's go. Okay. Shovel time, no more pickaxe. And, let's see here, pickaxe to break into the mine. I hope he didn't do it. I hope so too. So what do people actually need at this point? To be left alone. Yeah, there's really nothing needs to be number one. That's me. Just motive. Boredom? No, I'm never bored. And I hate crime. Needs to be number one. Notes, always suspect yourself, but also believe in yourself. Being alive is confusing. Banana and a cactus. I love it. Okay. I want to try to talk to you again. Excuse me, Susie Rabbit? Hello? What? It's me, the detective. Yeah, I know. They should call you the Flake. Why? Because you always flake on your promises. I'm gonna have to break in on my own now. I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, I didn't ask. Why are you breaking in anyway? Bit nosy for someone who doesn't want to help. Being nosy is my job. Fine. I don't have any ID, so I can't get into my vault. Oh, so you only want to steal the things that belong to you? Yeah. Surely there's another way of getting them. Oh, so now you want to help. Typical. I just mean, breaking in sounds dangerous. You could get hurt. Heard all these banks are booby-trapped. Why? So people don't break in. What? What's wrong with breaking in? Well, the point of a bank is to keep valuable safe. If people can break in, it kind of defeats the purpose of a bank. I'm starting to get it. That's so annoying. I have a piece of evidence that is vital to the missing hats case. You do? Wait, what? I could really use that. So you'll help me. Really shouldn't. What kind of evidence? It's a map. I think it might lead to where the hats are hidden. I found it this morning, right after the hats were stolen. Had big letters on top that said, crime map, eat after reading. I didn't eat it, obviously. That's good to hear. Maybe there's another way to get into your vault. I'm gonna ask you some questions. Okay. So let's brainstorm ideas to get into the vault. Oh, sure. What about we kick the bank teller? What? Absolutely not. I'm joking, obviously. Were you? No, I was not. Okay, new idea. We'll find your ID. I'm gonna be honest with you, detective. What is it? I'm pretty sure my ID is in the bank vault. Oh, that's a conundrum. Yeah, but there's a silver lining. We live in a town filled with outlaws. I don't live here. Surely one of the outlaws will know how to make a fake ID. Ooh. Is that against the rules? What rules? The bank rules? It's my vault. What are they gonna do? Ban me from my own possessions? Suppose not. Great, so it's settled. You'll get me a fake ID. What? No. Suit yourself. Theoretically, if I were to help. Yes, thank you, detective. I'll wait right here. Okay. The map. About that vital piece of evidence, the map. What about it? What can you tell me about it? Do you remember what it had on it? It was a map of the graveyard, I think. Ooh, that's helpful. Barely helpful. The graveyard is massive, so you'd be looking forever without some guy to tell you where to go. Besides, it's super haunted up there. I wouldn't want to spend too long looking around. It's haunted? That's what the rumors say. Do you remember anything else about the map? Nah, not really. Listen, if you can help me get into my vault, it's all yours. That sounds like a good deal. I'll do my best. All right, well, we know now what to do with little Mousy back over here. Didn't realize I had to talk to her multiple times. Susie. Motive. Maybe she misplaced the hats in the vault. I don't know. Needs? Fake IDs. Yikes. Short stature, shorter temper. Ethical criminal. Not a big believer in rules. Ethical criminal. It's fine. Crime isn't real, as we learned on case number 2. Hello. Fake ID for Susie. You mentioned you can forge identification, right?
I sure can.
I was wondering if you could help me out.
Sure, anything for my friend the detective.
Amazing. I need to get a fake ID made for Susie. Can you help?
Can do.
Did you want to know what it's for?
Nope, I'm not interested in other people's business. I'll get that ready for you in a jiffy.
Sounds. Took it out of an oven.
All right, all done. Anything else I can help you with?
I think I'm good for now. Thank you so much.
No worries, partner.
Got a fake ID. Perfect. All right. For forged ID. Incredible. Thank you. It's my motorcycle. Okay. Fake ID. Okay, so before I give you this, just know that this makes me very uncomfortable. But I know how important it is for me to solve this case and impress Lobster Cop. So, here's your fake ID. Yes! This rules! It looks so realistic. I don't think it looks realistic at all, but it should be enough to get you in. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm losing it on the voices at this point. It worked! Thanks, detective. I'll be sure to tell everyone I know about how you helped me. Oh, no, that's okay. You don't need to tell anyone. Hear ye, the detective helped me break into a bank. No, they should call you the burglar. I do not want to be called that. Fine, here, I got the map for you. Thank you. And I got my real ID out, so I won't be breaking the rules anymore. Glad to hear it. Thanks for the map, I think. I think it'll be a big help. Cool. Crime map. Awesome. And checked off. We are good. So that should be everyone. So now it's just a matter of going over to Lobster Cop, giving him all the materials. We should be good to go. So, are you finished? Huh? Did you find all the things I asked for? I think so. Great initiative. Let's take a look. Map of the crime scene. That looks like a map of the graveyard. Well, that could be it. We'll have to wait and see. Tool capable of aiding criminal activity. Shovel, Think you could be right, detective. A key that will lead us to a clue. That sure looks like a key to me. Any idea where it could lead? A meal for the #1 best detective. Thank you very much. As the #1 best detective, this stew is clearly for me. Would you look at that? The rookie came through. Nice work, detective. Thank you, Lobster Cop. You go ahead and check out the crime scene. I'll be right behind. I just have some quick business to attend to. I can do that. I'll take that meal now, though. It's all yours. Enjoy. Perfect. Wow. All right. Check. All right, let's go inside. Let's figure out where we need to do. Well, here goes nothing. So what's gonna be the true mystery that's solved here? I wonder. But first, let's... Wait, I can't use my scooter. Let me use it for half a second. Dang it. Oh. Yeah, this looks suspicious. According to the map, this is where the hats are hidden. An odd crime, if you ask me. Wish I could figure out the motive of this crime. Doesn't make any sense. Oh well. I'll just dig these up and hope Lobster Cop has more information. Isn't it suspicious that the suspected items are stuck in a hole? You know who digs holes? Moles! Great, I found the hats. I'm sure everyone will be so relieved to have them back. I'll take them back to town. Sure is nice to have a simple resolution to this mystery. I got the lost hats, yay! Perfect. Perfect. This is a little suspicious. Just a little suspicious. What's going on over here? Here comes the detective now. Just in time for the town meeting to begin. The first order of business is poem. Please read a poem. Okay. Oh, yes. Hello, I would like to read you my poem. This is my first time performing a poem, and I'm nervous. Please do not laugh. Oh. I saw a cowboy eat a snack, a bowl of cereal near the tracks. He finished quickly, smart and sure, then headed off towards the store. But just ahead, to his shock, there was Nessie from the lock. He waddled over, concentrated face, only to discover a tumbleweed in its place. The cowboy smiled and shook his head, and off he went back to bed. Oh, this is great. Oh, yes. Well done. Everybody loves him, as they should. Thank you for the poem. Next order of business. Crime solved. I'm pleased to announce I have recovered. I'll stop you right there, detective. Huh? I am pleased to announce I have found the culprit in the case of missing hats. Oh. What did you find? I worked hard to come up to the solution, so I trust I will have your full attention as I go through the facts. Please pay attention. Earlier today, I had the pleasure of appointing Mason Mole the title of sheriff. Everybody likes this. Yes, this is a universally loved decision. Shortly after, the detective arrived. That's me. Quiet, please, detective. As soon as the detective arrived, I'm sure you all noticed your hats go missing. Murmured agreement. Wait! It is with great sadness that I have to tell you this. The culprit of this crime, the hat-stealing monster of Cowboy County, is none other than the second best investigator. Frog Detective! Excuse me? Wait, what? I've been presented a piece of evidence by our very own Mason Mole that ties the detective to the crime. What evidence? This! No, this is a mistake. I was digging up the hats because I'd found their location. Then why do you look so mischievous? I don't. Someone has drawn eyebrows on me. I don't even have eyebrows. You have to admit, detective, you have a big motive. A motive? What? You've come into a town that prides itself on hats. It's a well-known fact that you cannot wear hats. Weird head shape. Yes, thank you, Sheriff Mason Mole, because of your weird head shape. But I don't mind if other people wear hats. Seems to me you do, Detective. Why else would you steal the hats and hide them where nobody ever would find them? But I didn't, I swear. Tell it to the judge. What judge? That's a good point. We haven't seen a crime like this in our society before. We'll have to invent a punishment. I have an idea. What is it? Bad room. What? That's less of an idea, more of an ominous concept. I will elaborate. We put Frog Detective in the bad room for punishment of crime. No! An excellent, if shocking idea, Sheriff Mason Mole. We will construct the bad room at once. I already made it. It is in my office. Well, in that case, Detective, I sentence you to 1 year of living in the bad room. This is the worst day of my life. No, Frog Detective. Surely it's a mistake. He's so sad. He's so sad. She even unlocked a bad room. Oh no. Not the bad room. Ba-ba-bum. Wow. Ba-ba-boom. Wow. Ba-ba-boom.
Just
Oh.
wanna get
Oh.
home to slippery pond.
This is how it ends? Surely not.
And life goes on.
Surely not.
I've been in here for far too long.
Starring Lobster Cop as #1 best detective.
Here I go.
Frog Detective as the burglar.
My song.
It's all been a setup. It's all been a setup this whole time. This is not the end. This can't be the end. I can't wait for Frog Detective 4. No. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me.
Don't remember.
I mean, I guess it is called corruption at Cowboy County.
Can anyone hear me? Does anyone care? I really believed that life was fair.
I love how the cast is just the characters' names. Special thanks to Lobster Cop and Mason Mole. Yeah, these aren't real. Special apologies to Frog Detective fans, optimists, Cowboy County residents, Sherman, Kylie Minogue, I feel like she'd be upset, friends and family. We don't have anyone else to credit, and there's still time left on the song. The following credits are from Degrassi, The Next Generation, Season 6, Episode 11. Amazing, amazing. Ah, Frog, no! Frog Detective! So sad. He actually blinked, too. It's not just a picture, that's a black and white video. It's a great song. It's a great song.
In learning how to be the best. So what comes now can't
Is this still Degrassi? Why is this Degrassi? Oh no. At least we get to see pictures of our poor frog. I hope this isn't copyright. I'm surely it's not. Surely it's not, but you never know. So what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do with this game to make it have something else? Or do we have to wait for Frog Detective 4? I'm so confused. Okay, that's the end of the song, which means we're going to post credits now. There's always some post credits. Yes. Poor Froggy. We have a laptop? In prison? In the bad room? Commissioner. Commissioner Gordon, please help. Yeehaw. This is not a very yeehaw moment right now. Who's he reaching out to? I wonder. To my loyal frog blog readers. It's hour number 1 of my time in the bad room. I know that I am innocent. Unfortunately, because the number 1 best detective put me here, nobody will believe me. That's what you get for being second best. I'm not sure anybody reads my frog blog anymore because of my alleged crimes, but if you're reading this, thank you. I hope to prove my innocence in the case of the hat theft and return to being as good of a detective as I can be. I'm not sure why Sheriff Mason Moles framed me, but my hope is that it's all just one big misunderstanding, as is the case with most of the mysteries I'm involved in. It would really hurt my feelings to know that he did this on purpose. I'm grateful that Lobster Cop has given me access to a computer so I can continue to write my blog posts. Though I must say, I'm not sure if I have much to write about here. Thank you for reading. Frog Detective. Interesting. Mystery Monkey! This is terrible! I can't believe this! It's Mo!
What's going on?
I'm reading the latest Frog blog post. I'm so excited to see how detectives solve the mystery in Cowboy County. But I can't believe it. The detective has been framed for a crime.
Crime is real?
Let's not jump to any conclusions here.
Of course. Sorry.
What do we do, Mo?
We get back to our science work.
I can't possibly concentrate on our scientific discoveries in these conditions. Mo, I have to help the detective.
How are we going to do that?
Yes. Yes. I'll have to solve the mystery myself. Mystery Monkey. Really? What is going on? Oh my goodness. Sherlock Mystery Monkey. Is this a setup for the 4th game? Amazing. Look after the lab, Mo. I'm not coming back until I've proven the detective's innocence.
Wow, Mystery Monkey is so cool.
Ah, interesting. Is the game still going? A little later. Okay. All right. What do we got now, huh? Knock, knock. It's Mystery Monkey. Supervisor, can I help you? Hi, Supervisor. My name is Mystery Monkey. We talked on the phone a while back about the mystery of the haunted island. Of course. How could I forget? It's good to see you. Likewise. I realize this is highly unusual, but I'm here about one of your detectives. Ah, is it Lobster Cop? No. Investigator Eel? No. Inspector Iguana? The Incredible Sandy Moth Pie? No, none of those. I'm here about Frog Detective. Oh, of course. Our second best detective. Well, the detective isn't around right now. Sent my 2 top investigators to help over in Cowboy County. You haven't heard? Heard what? The detective has been framed for a crime over in Cowboy County. It's terrible news. How can you be sure it's a setup? The story doesn't add up. And I know Frog Detective would never do something so horrible as steal the town's hats. Well, there's a clear motive there. I know. But it's so out of character. Even if the detective is guilty, the punishment is really harsh. The detective has been sent to the bad room. Oh no! What's the bad room? Something that Sheriff Mason Mole invented. Mason Mole. That name sounds familiar. Oh? I've seen him around before, just sort of loitering around the offices. Loitering, you say? I remember a kind of shady guy hanging around on Martin's Island back when we were there to investigate the ghost noises. He arrived shortly before the detective, but I didn't get a chance to catch his name. He didn't even say hello. When I saw his photo on the Frog blog, I knew right away something was amiss. Great detective skills, Mystery Monkey. I know it's a big ask, but mind if I snoop around in Frog Detective's office to look for clues? Be my guest. Are we playing as Mystery Monkey? I guess we are. It just keeps going. Oh yeah. It's Mystery Monkey time. Ooh, ooh. Monkey, new playable character unlocked. Ooh, ooh. I want to see Lobster Cop. Shouldn't snoop in Lobster Cop's office unless I really have to. Okay, fine. Assuming we get to go in there later. Ooh, what is this little thing? Clue detecting powder. How convenient. I'll just spread this powder around, take another look for clues. Clue detecting powder. Left click. Perfect. I love clue detecting. Oh, powder. Interesting. Interesting little clue. Oh, I see footprints in this place. Where? Are they going into Lobster Cop's office? Surely not. Surely not. Straight to Lobster Cop's office? Well, this is very unfortunate news. Couldn't be. I guess it could be. This is great. Oh, what do we have here? What could Lobster Cop be hiding? He just didn't want us to be the #1 detective. Photocopy of Frog Detective's notebook. How could he? Copy of the detective's notebook? Oh! Lobster Cop and Mason Mole. And a love letter? A note. It reads, Hello, Lobster Cop. It is me, your bestie forever, Mason Mole. I have done what you asked. It was not easy to trail the detective unnoticed, but I think I did a great job. I fear that your suspicions are correct and that Frog Detective is on the right track to overtaking your position as #1 best detective. If you keep pretending to solve mysteries instead of actually solving them, the supervisor will eventually notice. So I've taken the detective's notebook. Inside are some great insights on how the detective works through a case. Maybe you can read and learn. But it may not be enough. As the detective gets better and better, your position as #1 is threatened. I think it's time to enact the plan you came up with. It's devious and mean and not very nice. But if you want to be the best, you have to get rid of the best. I knew it all along. This can't be true. Lobster Cop, the #1 best detective? A fraud? I need to get the supervisor and head to Cowboy County. There's been a terrible misjustice. Very interesting. My guess during the credits was that every past solved mystery, all the townspeople would come together and get Frog Detective out, but this is a whole nother layer. Mystery Monkey becoming the detective himself. The flagpole. Wait, where'd the chief go? No entry, okay. No entry. Well. Look who it is, partners. Howdy, folks. Sherman, what brings you to Cowboy County so late?
This is our turf, so you better have a good reason.
We don't want any trouble. We're here about our good friend, the Frog Detective.
The duality of the frog. How can one so kind, poetic, and thoughtful also be a stealer of all our hands?
Frog's so pretty, so alluring, and yet
I really trusted Frog Detective. That snake.
I can't go on a date with a criminal. It's just not me. Aren't you a bandit? Outlaw. So you live outside the law. Well, when there's no laws, it makes it pretty easy. Doesn't matter anyway. Frog Detective is innocent.
Sure, we all saw the photo. Those furrowed brows tell the whole story.
Frog Detective doesn't even have eyebrows. Ah, so those were stolen too. No, you're mistaken. Oh, supervisor, you're mistaken. Mystery Monkey found all the evidence.
Who's Mystery Monkey?
That's me. You may have read my comments before on Frog Detective's Frog blog. I'm a pretty active user.
Blogs are still a thing?
Regardless,
you say it was a mistake?
not so much a mistake, a setup. I have reason to believe Sheriff Mason Mole and Lobster Cop coordinated the takedown of our beloved Frog Detective. What? That's so messed up. Who would do such a thing? Who would do that to such a beautiful frog? Someone very jealous, I'm afraid.
How can we help?
You could point us in the direction where a frog detective is being held. That would help a lot. I'm struggling to keep up. Easy. Sheriff Mason Mole has the detective locked up in bedroom at the back of his sheriff office.
If you're quiet, you should be able to sneak out of trouble.
Thanks for your help, bandits.
We're outlaws.
My bad. Oh boy. Alright, I don't even know what I read. I think I need to sneak in through the back. I think that's it. No? I don't know. Shoot, what am I supposed to do? Oh, we can just go in. Hello. Sheriff Mason Mole. Looks like he's tuckered out after another day of being a mean, nasty liar. I won't wake him. Okay. Frog. Mystery Monkey? Supervisor? What are you doing here? I didn't know I was allowed visitors in bad room, or that anyone would want to visit me. We're here to bust you out. What? Mystery Monkey has proof you were framed. I knew it. Sheriff Mason Mole was up to something. It's not just him, Detective. Sorry to tell you that I believe Lobster Cop and Mason Mole planned this all along. It can't be. Lobster Cop, the number one best detective. Why would he try to frame me? It's hard to know for sure until we ask. But it looks like Lobster Cop has been dealing with a bad case of jealousy. Green with envy, one might say. Envious of who? You, Detective. It's not possible. It's time to shift your understanding of the world, Detective. Not everyone is out to do a good job and solve mysteries like you. I simply can't believe it. Well, let's wait until dawn and confront Lobster Cop and Mason Mole once and for all. Sun is coming up as we speak. I'll call a town meeting. Oh, here we go. Hello. So silly. What is the meaning of this? Only I get to call town meetings. I've called this town meeting for a very important purpose. I have some news about the hat stealing case. But it's closed. I solved it. Is that so, Lobster Cop? Supervisor, what are you doing here? Please give your attention to Mystery Monkey for just a moment. Thank you, Supervisor. Thank you, town, for meeting us here on short notice. Sheriff Mason Mole, I have an important question to ask you. What? How long have you and Lobster Cop been scheming to bring down Frog Detective? Huh? What? This is ridiculous. Lobster Cop, I found the secret drawer in your office. You can't just go through my office. That's a crime. Please stop trying to invent crimes. Crime is not real. As I was saying, I found your secret drawer. I found the letter that Mason Mole wrote you. I knew I shouldn't have detailed my schemes on paper. Sheriff Mason Mole has been tailing the detective since I called for help with the mystery of the haunted island. As the lead scientist on the island at the time, I can confirm I had several reported sightings of Mason Mole sneaking around like a slippery snake. Wait, why didn't you tell me? Feels like someone sneaking around the island is kind of relevant to that case. I was too starstruck. In any case, I contacted my friend Carlos, who runs a shop over in Warlock Woods. He also confirmed a sighting of Mason Mole hiding behind his shop. What? I never. Oh, but you did. Sheriff Mason Mole, I have reason to believe you were hired by Lobster Cop to follow the detective. No, that's not. Yes? Oh, he's crying. He's crying. This is all a mistake. No, Mason Mole. It's time for us to come clean. Oh, Frog Detective. Ever since you moved in next door to my office, I felt threatened. You're so methodical in your case solving. I would read your blogs and go green with envy. I've been #1 best detective for so long that I grew complacent. Every time the supervisor had a mystery to solve, I began to believe I wouldn't be able to do it and passed it on to you. I just began to pretend to solve mysteries, hoping the supervisor wouldn't notice. I was embarrassed at myself and angry at you. Angry? But Lobster Cop, your investigative abilities far outweigh mine. Maybe they used to, but I became so focused on my own shortcomings that my work suffered. Mason Mole was there for me. Having friends is so important. But we were a bad influence on each other. I needed work, and so I suggested to Lobster Cop that I help take you down. I had the perfect plan. I'm very subtle, you see. I'm ashamed that I got to that point. Instead of asking you for help or swallowing my pride, I let my jealousy get the best of me. How did you frame the detective? It was a joint effort. When I arrived in town, I sneakily stole all the hats and quickly buried them in the graveyard. I wrote a map to where they were buried for the detective to find. But I didn't find the map. Susie did. I didn't execute it very well, I admit. Once you had the resources to dig up the hats and Lobster Cop had a clear alibi, I waited in place to take your photo. Wait, what was Lobster Cop's alibi? I was eating a delicious meal. Of course. I'm ashamed to say that I also drew evil eyebrows on the photo of you. But what I don't understand is why you had to put me in that room. Framing me was bad enough, but you made a whole room for me to be trapped in. That's so unusually cruel. I'm inclined to agree. Putting somebody into a room, whether they did the naughty thing or not, seems really harsh and unfair. How is someone supposed to grow from their mistakes if they just sitting around trapped? I really hate that room. Bad room was my idea, I'm sorry. It's a terrible idea. I realize this now, my bad. Lobster Cop, Mason Mole, you've done something very serious and mean. Something similar to a crime. Our society doesn't have strategies in place to deal with things like this. Are you going to send us to the bad room? Absolutely not, that's messed up. No, but I think there needs to be consequences. Lobster Cop, you have abused your powers in ways that I can't begin to comprehend. Mason Mole, you enabled and encouraged this behavior. I'm mad at both of you. We deserve that. I think an appropriate course of action is to remove Lobster Cop from the detective agency. I think you should change career paths for your own good. Maybe do something that helps contribute to society. A cop no longer. Okay. I will hand in my badge and gun. Gun? Wait, why do you have a gun? I didn't even know they were real. That's really messed up. It's not like I ever used it. Mate. I gave Lobster Cop the gun. Okay, well, yes, please hand that in. I have an idea what you could do as a job, Lobster Cop. Oh? Why don't you talk to Barney about joining the post office? Lobster Posty has a nice ring to it. Can I join too? I don't see why not. Well then, it's settled. Lobster Posty, Posty Mason Mole, do you have anything to say to the detective? Yes. I'm sincerely sorry for what I did to you, detective. It was mean, rude, evil, and not nice. I don't expect you to forgive me. But I hope with time I can prove myself as a great postie and right some of the wrongs I've done. Detective, I acted poorly and encouraged behavior that I shouldn't have. Okay. I'm going to channel that energy into being a postie, and please rest assured, you'll never have a late partial again. Thank you both for the apology. I accept it. Yay! Say, now that that's all sorted, I have an announcement to make. Oh? Lobster Cop is no longer the #1 best detective. After some impeccable detective work on this case, I'm really pleased to announce the new #1 best detective. Congratulations to... Monkey. Mystery Monkey! No! Wow, congratulations, Mystery Monkey. What an achievement. I can't believe it. Thank you so much. I'll have to shut down my research facility so I can investigate full time. You can move into my old office. There's already a bunch of trophies in there for you to keep. Great. What an honor to work next door to the #1 best detective. Again, this calls for a celebration. Bonnie, can you prep the saloon for a dance party? Can do. Oh, and Lobster Posty. Posty Mason Mole? Yeah, you're invited too. Dance party? Again? I love a good post-game dance party. Let's go! There we go, the real. Oh, they brought the band back. The real ending. I'm so hungry. And I forgot to bring any type of liquid with me for this playthrough, and it's the longest one, so I'm so thirsty. I'm thirsty and hungry, and I need to not be playing this anymore, even though I've been loving it. Oh, this was a very fun little trio of games to play through. Very incredible. I'm going to try to do all of my post-game breakdown, analysis, commentary here while the credits are rolling. I think these games are very silly. They do not take themselves seriously, and I think that's the best possible thing that these games could be doing for themselves. I made you and I can destroy you. Grace. Yeah, these games are super fun, super silly, and like obviously I had a ton of fun like making these different voices for these characters and just kind of being silly with all of it, going through and doing this detective things. But outside of that, like a lot of the game itself, like it's just fun. Like there's just cool mechanics of solving a silly mystery, talking to all these unique cast of characters that have their own weird things going on. And I just love kind of being able to go around and check out these worlds that are crafted out. 2 weeks later, more post-credit scenes? Hello. Who's gonna call me this time? I'm waiting. Oh, hello. Frog Detective Crime Solving Agency, Frog Detective speaking. How may I solve your mystery? Hey, Frog Detective. Yes, Mystery Monkey? Happy birthday. Thanks so much. I know it's your birthday, but I have a really difficult case that I just can't crack. But you're #1 best detective. I know, but this one is a doozy. Could you help me out? Of course, I'll be right there. Oh. Let's see what we got. Hello. What you got, Mystery Monkey? He just pasted his face on all of Lobster Cop's photos. Hey, detective. Well, if it isn't Mystery Monkey 49. Good to see you, Frog Detective 03. What? Just a joke. Are there 2 other frog detectives? I don't know. I was just joking. You've got me worried. That really stresses me out. Frog Detective 1, Frog Detective 2, and now Frog Detective 3? How do you think I feel with 48 other mystery monkeys? That's a good point. Anyway, thanks for meeting me here. The case information is in the other room. Just head down the hallway and I'll meet you there. Will do. Incredible. I love it. Okay. All right. A surprise birthday party? Surprise! Oh? What's everyone doing here? Well, detective, we appreciate everything you've done for us. Yeah, our town has never been so peaceful, all thanks to you. Same with my island. I haven't heard a ghost in ages. I mean, technically, you've never heard a ghost. We heard it's your birthday, so we all arranged to come here and surprise you. It worked! That's not all, detective. We got you a present. Should be coming any minute now. I ordered it on WizBay. This is great. What do we have? Lobster Posty. Special birthday delivery. Is that for me? Open it. Open it up! A tiny cowboy hat! Happy birthday! Wait, what is this? That's easy, detective. It's a hat. I can't wear hats due to my head shape. Why don't you just try it on? Well, would you look at that? It's a hat that fits. Oh, you're crying, no! Oh, the perfect ending to a perfect trilogy. Thank you for playing Frog Detective. We have loved making these games for you, and we are so grateful that so many people spend time with our silly story. Aww. Aww. Aww, look at them. They're making toast with jam. Our latest toast science discovery, jam. Love, Mo, and Mystery Monkey. Collaborating on our latest potion, Lola and Mandy. Over here, We're celebrating Craig's acceptance to the Ghost Spotters League. See you soon. Love from Bonnie, Craig, and Susie. Finally got a sponsorship deal with Dr. Tight Smiles 101 Tooth Whitening Cool Paste for Teeth. Trademark. XO. Fresh X. Family reunion. So much wool is shed. Gross. From Noodle and Barney. Thanks for our date. I had so much fun. Sherman. What do we got over here? So handy having a muse right next door to the saloon. Regards, Pistol. Can't tell you what I'm up to, but it's a very cool and secret. Eat after reading, Bernie.
I'm the sheriff now. I didn't even have to beat anyone up. From Rhonda Dynamite.
Finally convinced Carlos to take a holiday. Best, Ralph. Got the lobsters. We are not the same guy. Larry and Lobster Posty. Amazing, amazing. What else do we have here? My first day of cowboy school. Dusty. Look at you. Employee of the month at the post office. Thanks, Mason Mall. The magnet on the boat. Thanks for the magnet. I attached it to this boat and went super fast. Warm regards, Koala. The birds in the sea, in the ocean. There's so many shells down here. Well wishes from the deep blue sea orbit. We performed together at the latest dance contest. We came third. Finley and Martin. Too busy signing autographs right now. Talk later. Mary. What happened to you with your little snoot? I broke my leg. Sent from my phone. Naughty. Aw. I literally have not left the hot tub since you were here. From Victor. I think what makes this more hilarious is I think a few years passed between Frog Detective 2 and this most recent one. Finally met my hero lobster Posty. Much love. Susan, the Frog Detective. Detecting the froggiest of mysteries. Wow, wow, wow. Beautiful. The end? Question mark? Question mark? Please, I need to know if he returns. No! Yes? No. Yes? Oh. Oh! No more Frog Detective. That's it. That's all of it. That's every Frog Detective that there ever will be. It was so wonderful solving all these mysteries together. Sadness, it just consumes me. Been out here all on my lonesome. I just don't know what to do with myself anymore. It's been a terrible, terrible night. This has been great. Had a very good, very, very fun, very, very good time playing through Frog Detective 1, 2, and 3. I hope you enjoyed this journey with me. I gotta go get some food. I'm hungry. I'm starving. I'm thirsty. My throat's tired. That's it. So with that all being said, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts and feelings for it all. If you're not already subscribed, consider doing so. Hit that bell notification that we know exactly when I'm uploading any new videos. If you'd like to see any more content from me, you're welcome to follow me on any of my other socials like my Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. I got a Discord channel and a bunch of other cool things. Always listed in the description down below. But of course, that all being said, you all are awesome. You all are amazing. And I cannot wait to see you all in the next video. Later.